Welcome back to Bet with the Boys.
What is going on, guys? First video back from a tremendous weekend that we had, and we got another pick for you in Monday Night Football.
Yes, sir. Every time we get on a video today, we absolutely crushed it, guys. 2 college football weekends in a row. You want to do that recap?
Yeah, so on Friday night, we had the Kansas State-Oregon State game. Oklahoma State, I'm sorry. Mike Gundy. I'm a man. I'm 40. That guy. He came out. They were plus 12 underdogs. They ended up winning outright. We called the plus 12. Didn't even need it. Then on Saturday, we had the Ohio State-Maryland game going under 57.5. That one cashed. We had Georgia minus 13.5 against Kentucky. It was always Georgia. They ended up just blowing them out. Then we had Louisville and Notre Dame. We had Louisville plus 6.5, and they won outright as well. The only loss that we did suffer was Texas A&M plus 3.5. They could not get it in. I thought they were about to go down 2, but he stepped out of bounds. If you watch that game, you know what I'm talking about. But the biggest win we had was the parlay we put out. Hopefully you guys tailed that one with us. We had the under 63 Ohio State, Maryland. We had A&M plus 7.5. We had Georgia minus 6.5, and we had Louisville plus 10.5. That ended up being plus 513. So if you took all those bets, you had a big payday like we did.
Yes, sir. I'm going to go to Vegas and stay for a week with the money I won off that parlay. Also, thank you guys for the 1,700 subscribers. Finally got there. And, let's get to 1,800. I'm ready to run it back, do another parlay.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. Do you want to go ahead and address the pick you put out earlier?
Yeah, so earlier today, I put out the Phillies on the money line against the Braves. That's coming on here shortly. I put out a short for that, so you've probably already seen it. But I do like the Phillies today, guys. They're just the hotter team right now. Plus 136 with Max Fried. He's been out for a while, so I really think these Mondays trick a lot of people, and you got to go with the plus money.
Yeah, I am a Braves fan. It sucks to see it, but I think that the Phillies are going to win, and that's our 2 big aces. Max Fried coming off an injury, probably not going to have his best stuff. But yeah, if the Phillies go up 2-0, that will be 5-1 in the last 2 years in the playoffs against the Braves. So they just have our number divisional opponent, and I think the Phillies are going to pull it off tonight as well.
Yep. Guys, Monday Night Football is here. We went back and forth on this pick, but ultimately we went with our gut and the better team. Hang on, let me pull up a recap of yesterday real quick before we get into it. Sorry about the cliffhanger there, guys, but yesterday we did go 0-1. We had the Poverty Broncos over the Jets. That team needs to restart. They need to fire everybody. Sean Payton's terrible. Russell Wilson might be the worst quarterback in the league. If you're a Broncos fan, come on over to the Titans. You know, we're not much better, but we can relate.
Yeah, for Sean Payton to say that last year's Broncos team was the worst coached team in football, and then they get a 70-piece hung up on them and then lose to the Jets. Tough start for him. I don't think Russell Wilson's the man for the job. I don't know what happened. It's like he just fell off a cliff, but enough of that game. We're getting into Monday night. We have the Packers versus the Raiders. The Raiders. But we're going with the Packers on the we're going with the Packers on the money line, plus 116 on FanDuel. We don't need the 2.5 points. Like you said, we're just going with the better team in this matchup.
I've seen enough of the Raiders, you know. They barely beat the Broncos, the worst team in football, in my opinion, 17-16. I think Jimmy Garoppolo's actually trash. He's going to throw a pick tonight. If you want to take that prop, we looked at it. I think it's like minus 120, so I don't know what – in what world is it minus 120 for Garoppolo to throw a pick? He's thrown 6 in 3 starts. He was out last week with a concussion. He's not playing good. And then the Packers, I know they're on the road, but they're the better football team. They got Christian Watson back. I think they involve him more tonight. They got 3 offensive linemen back. I don't know how the Packers don't win this game.
And I think Jair Alexander's back too, isn't he?
He will be playing. I know Aaron Jones is out, but I don't really care.
Yeah, I think the Packers can still run the ball with A.J. Dillon. He has struggled this year, but a lot of that has had to do with the line being banged up almost the entire year. Bakhtiari is out for the season. Big shocker there. He's missed like 3 out of the last 4 years with that knee. I guess, who knows what's going on with that. But they are getting offensive linemen back. A.J. Dillon should be able to run the ball a little bit better behind those guys. And I mean, if you just look at the quarterback head coach matchup here, I think clearly it goes to the Packers. Jordan Love has had his ups and downs, but he's a first year starter. And in that offense is a very quarterback friendly offense. And yeah, just looking at ways. Go ahead.
Outside of Max Crosby, nobody's going to be able to rush the passer. I think the Raiders rank almost dead last in rushing the passer, anyways. So Jordan Love's been really efficient when he's had time. I think they give him time tonight. And the line almost had me fooled, I will say. The Raiders being favored here, but we thought better of it. We're not going to do any more line reading in the NFL. We're going to save that for college. We're going to take the better team tonight.
Yeah, kind of learning from last week where we had the Giants Seahawks, everything was pointing towards the Giants. But watching the game, you could just see the Seahawks had way more ways to win. Almost everything would have had to gone perfect for the Giants to pull that off. And it's the same way tonight. The Packers can win way easier than the Raiders. Everything would have to go perfect for the Raiders. And I don't think that's going to happen. It hasn't all year.
So also, we're going money line, but if you feel more comfortable taking the 3, I think you can get +3 for -135 on BetMGM, or an alternate +3.5 for -145. If you don't mind the juice, but we're going money line. And
Yeah,
then
I don't think you're going to need it tonight, guys.
And pick 2, we already covered this. So we got 2 underdogs today, plus money. Love the value here. And that's all I got, guys. We'll get this video out and upload it for you. You got anything?
No, yeah. Let's see. Another winning day with us, guys. We're doing these videos on the weekends and on Mondays. And yeah, hopefully you're telling us again. Thank you for the 1,700 subscribers. Yep. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Yep. Every time we're on a video to get together, we seem to crush it. So also look out for shorts when we don't do videos. Like you said, 3 days a week. It would be Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays for now, videos. Yep.
All right. Take it easy.
See you guys.